Talking like this Italian guy, that is so drag.
But I am Italian.
So am I, Bring it on.
But what is your sexuality?
I do this for entertainment purposes.
Clowns dress up for entertainment.
They do.
So that's why you should be the judge.
So you're the clown.
Come on,
Darling, you're wearing Pippi Longstock braids,
I don't
honey.
look
You
like a
look like a
clown,
clown, too.
Let's take a vote.
When the votes were tallied, it was unanimous.
If you play clown music as I get up, I will hunt everyone down.
True to form, Hedda clowned around in her new role.
It's like a bib. I'm like eating a red lobster now.
But she wasted no time getting the next role assigned. The role of villain went to Sam.
The lesbian, the butch lesbian, is the villain. We have the cook.
Femininity is cook.
That's what it is. He should have the cook.
A man could cook, that's not right.
He's the next thing that's the most girliest thing here.
I think everyone's offended to be the cook. This is very interesting.
I asked you to tell me why should I be the cook.
Because you're the
That's what I said.
feminine acting individual.
I disagree.
Who wants to be the cook?
No, we're gonna vote like we've been doing.
By show of hands, who wants Sven Gayboy to be the cook?
I think I like it too.
With the cook and Jester decided, it was time to choose the pauper, a role which by definition is someone who is poor and needy. And it really struck a nerve in the gay kingdom.
I don't think anyone's gonna be happy with this one. What's that? The pauper.
What does that stand for in our
That means like
community?
you're the serf. You're the one who's outside the castle looking in with your loaf of bread. If the pauper's an outsider, then the bisexual should be the pauper because
nobody understands me.
That's what you keep saying. No one understands you.
So then I'll own it. I'll own it.
I'll say you're confused. That's it.
And I'll say, as a gay woman, you should be ashamed of yourself because you're not opening up your mind. And you're not because you're all sitting here and you're judging me.
If you had your own category, honestly, I would understand that more.
And I do.
But
It's
you really
called
don't, and you're
bisexual.
really caught with us. And to be honest with you, you really do
Right,
not
so
represent
I'm the
us.
outcast.
Pauper. So I would have had you as concubine, but you're pauper, I guess. So there you have
Pauper
it.
it is.
Oh, goodness, the pauper. Okay, so still with us are all of these people. I'm going to start with you, Jason. How did it feel being labeled the pauper?
You know, honestly, Tyra, I was shocked. I
Yeah.
was shocked that everybody was taking all the stereotypes and putting them against me.
But
and
pauper also means poor, like doesn't have money, not royalty.
Right.
With you being a bisexual male, I would be insulted if that was me.
I was insulted. In fact, the whole time they were saying that I shouldn't be part of their community because I wasn't picking a side or I was in the middle of the fence. But in fact, they're labeled every day by society, and you know, homosexuals and gay women are always segregated against, and that's what they were doing to me, is they were misunderstanding
Oh,
me.
darling, just because you have one too many drinks one night and sleep with the same sex doesn't mean you're bisexual. Let's be honest here. I mean, for God's sakes.
It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is, though. I mean, I can fall in love with a man or I can fall in love with a woman, and people who don't understand it, they point fingers at me and they judge me.
Yeah.
Just the way that straight people don't understand why you're gay or why you're a lesbian. They just don't
But
get
at the
it.
end of the day, we know what we are. Like, you know, it's like...
And I know what I am, too. I know exactly who I am, and I'm comfortable saying it, so...
I don't agree.
Jason,
At the end of the day, you have to fall in love with who you feel comfortable with, who makes you feel special.
Okay, but let me say for you, you know that, you know, your outcome of this whole situation, you're gonna fall in love and you're gonna get married to a man. There's a question mark for him. He doesn't know. You know,
I know I'm gonna fall in love with somebody.
It could be a lady, it could be a man. Like today, he could see her, a lady, and she could be attractive, and he wouldn't talk to her. Then later on, he might see a man that looks alluring and attractive, and he may want him. And so it's like,
Well, that's very
That's
confusing.
not how
yeah,
it
it's
works.
very like,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's talk about you being the cook. What's that about?
Well, you know, Tyra,
I was really confused about that.
I mean, I guess, you know, I could cook things up. Like, you know, I give you a variety all in one. Like, I'm blending
And
it. Like, what you want, how you want it made.
Sam, you're wearing villain around your neck. They made you the villain?
Yeah, it didn't. I don't even think it's.
What is that about?
I saw it as, you know what, they saw me as a threat. You know, I stand so strong behind what I believe in. I mean, to be who I am right now, I have to have the strength and the qualities to be like this 100%
Yeah.
every single day. So just to show that I'm not easily manipulated or easily changed, like everyone will know that I stand on my own road and that's it.
Well, I wanted
And
to be
that's
the king also, so, you know, don't say everyone attacked you.
Well,
on
no,
this
no, I really think it's
You know
about
what I don't understand, like in society, especially like in television, like and film, that like the gay male, especially the gay more feminine male, is everywhere on TV, including on some of my shows. But the more masculine lesbian is not. And I find that interesting that they're not
But
represented.
that's society. I mean, you should change that title.
I was just thinking the same thing, boo.
I mean, we're
I
all
was
not.
just thinking the same thing. Just thinking the same thing. Just thinking it.
It's about time
Yeah.
they changed it.
Huh?
It's about time they changed it.
I think it's about time. Why do you guys think that is? Why do you think that is, Hedda?
Why should we change these?
No. Why do you think that society doesn't really represent
Because they're scared.
the more
They're
masculine
scared of
lesbian,
Well,
but they
because
will put like you and make you a star?
Feminine lesbians are easy for straight men to fantasize about. A masculine lesbian, they go, oh my God, she can fix my car, but don't come near me. You know what I mean? That's
don't have any intent.
that's where it goes to.
Up next,
Now the concubine's the hoe.
Sasha was voted as the concubine.
Concubine.
She's the hoe. She's
Together.
the concubine.
This is demeaning to me. If I knew that this was going to happen, I would never have come on the show.
And later,
So the kingdom can be a lonely land. Not everyone belongs. Banish someone from the kingdom forever.
You were sent to the guillotine.
It was a very hard decision.
Yeah. Many people judge members of the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community, but how do they judge themselves? After the members of the gay kingdom chose their king and their queen, their jester, their cook, their pauper, and their villain, there was only one more role left to assign. Can you guess what it is? Check this out.
with the pauper decided,
Now the concubine's the hoe.
You know what? I think you are the most pleasing.
Sasha was voted as the concubine.
Concubine.
At first, Sasha was flattered,
Oh, gay should have go.
but then the jokes got personal.
She's the hoe. She's
Together.
the concubine.
Excuse me, I am not a hoe.
Well then,
This is demeaning to me. I am not in any way, shape, or form a concubine. A concubine does not belong to me.
As the exercise drew to a close, Sasha was obviously getting more upset with the label around her neck.
Oh my God.
ta-da.
I cannot go on national television having people call me a whore. There is no way.
As the crew prepared for the next challenge, our camera recorded Sasha backstage.
If I knew that this was going to happen, I would never have come on the show. Children are going to be watching this show.
We're going to get to talk about it a lot. And Tyler's
God, I'm so ready to go home.
So Sasha was really upset about being labeled a concubine, and she refused to wear the sign on the stage today. Tell me what made you so, like, viscerally angry. It was like, oh, heck no. It was very
because
serious.
Tyra, you know, I think everybody, even in the gay community and in society, people will look at transgenders as, okay, well, how is she going to get a job? A straight man, a straight-looking man, gay man can get a job. A lipstick lesbian can get a job. But in society, if a transgender went for the same job, society would judge us like, oh, well, I don't want to work with her. She used to be a man, but now she's a woman. They're very confused about it. They're uneducated about it. I own my own business. I own my own clothing line. I'm also a professional model. And for years, people always say, oh, they must be hookers. They must be prostitutes. Well, I'm here to take a stand and say, you know what? Not all of us will go.
I think that's great that you're taking that stand. I mean, I know you guys know I had Isis on America's Next Top Model, and she said, you know, very similar things. She wants to be a model, you know, but there's all these labels that come, you know, with being transgendered, and that's why I put her on the show, to break down those barriers and to break down the barriers for people like you. But I understand that you don't want to be the concubine. Who do you want to be?
I just want to be me. I just want to be
out of this, though.
I don't want a label. I don't need to be in the kingdom. Myself, I was thinking that I was going to be the pauper because everybody was saying, oh, it's someone looking in. Well, myself, I'm engaged to a straight man. I'm in a monogamous straight relationship. I don't see myself as transgender. I never have. I'm a straight woman.
But couldn't you just like hide to everybody? Couldn't you just hide to the world? Because you look like a woman to me. Like, I wouldn't know.
See, again, like what they were saying about the queen, you know, she's fooling people. In my career, in my modeling career, I have 7 magazine covers. So is it I'm fooling the editors to be on that cover of that magazine? No, I'm living my life as a woman, going out for the same modeling jobs as everybody else. It just so happened I got the cover. I got the centerfold.
Michael, tell me what you saw with her as Michael, what did you see with her as being a concubine?
I actually did kind of see her as being a concubine because she's very alluring. She's very sexy. Like yeah, exactly. And so why wouldn't the king want a sexy queen?
The concubine, take it as a tongue-in-cheek. The concubine has a job. She has a bed, she's a roof over her head, food on the table. The pauper is living outside the kingdom and begging for bread.